Hi there, I'm Psychic Rick Finbow, and I'm here to give you a reading for the month of April. But before we do that, I want to tell you about our workshop, one of our most popular workshops. Dr. David Goldberg and I are going to be presenting at the Centers for Spiritual Living home office. And it's Saturday, April 13th from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the morning. Here's the flyer. This is what you look for on my website, psychicrick.com, to sign up. It's only $45, and it includes 32 card oracle deck that you get to make yourself. So it'll be an oracle card deck, which is really popular these days, that is very personal to you. Here's one of the decks here, and you get this beautiful velvet pouch, and you'll have these 32 cards, and you'll have a personal awareness about these cards. So what you can do is ask a simple question like, how is my day going to be today? And then pull a card. That's what oracle decks do. You just pull a single card and it gives you an answer that you can intuitively interpret. And what do we get? Caring. So intuitively, it means caring. Caring for yourself, caring for others today. That's what the answer is. And you can always listen to your intuition more about what that means. If you pulled caring today, what would that mean for you? Okay? So that's what you do. And how do you use an oracle card deck? And 32 card deck that you get personally made by you to take with you. So let's get on with the reading for April. Let's see what April has in store for us. I use tarot cards, not an oracle deck, to focus my intuition. So let's just see what April has in store. So it says that we're going to expect some change in the month of April. At the beginning of the month of April, there's going to be some change. And there's actually the death card, which doesn't mean physical death at all. It actually is a good card. It means ripping away of the past to begin anew. Even though it looks scary, it's more about Scorpio, ripping away the past to begin anew. And there's a new enlightenment that comes with that. This is a mental enlightenment, like an aha moment, like the light bulb goes off for us, which is great. And we're going to get more focused because we have the Prince of Swords here, which means we'll become more focused on what we need to be focused on. And that brings in a mental peace of mind because this is the Two of Swords. Swords are mental constructs, not actual, but in the mind. And so we'll have a mental peace of mind in April after what has changed, okay? So that's good. And it also says that in April, we might be feeling a little bit of inner conflict. And inner conflict comes from things that aren't jiving with us or don't feel right intuitively or within our souls. So it's like something that we have an inner conflict with. It's like, well, I'm supposed to be doing this, but it doesn't feel right. So it's about feeling, okay? So it says that there's going to be some inner conflict in April coming up, but you need to pick what is more comfortable because there is comfort coming in, especially around the home. So there's comfort around the home, so make sure that you're listening to your intuition, and when there's inner conflict coming up, listen to that and be guided by that to answer that question of, why am I feeling this conflict? Sometimes it doesn't come from ourselves, it comes from others around us, giving us advice, telling us what to do. And a lot of times, it's mostly the people that are closest to us, like family and friends. Because they care about us, they want to give their advice. But most of the time, you need to listen to your heart, which in this card is way back in the back, if you can see that. The swords are in the front. The swords are the mental construct, and the card is about interference. Mental interference from other people around us. You need to listen to your heart in this case instead of everybody else. So kind of let it go in one ear and out the other ear. Know that they care about you. That's why they're giving you that advice, but it's just their opinion, okay? So listen to your heart and you won't be wrong. So really about April, I just want to sum this up by saying that there's going to be some change and it's going to bring in a mental piece of alignment, a mental peace, and getting us more focused. And if you're feeling an inner conflict, just make sure that you listen to that because it's trying to tell you that something's not right. And if you just step back and be mindful for a moment, maybe even meditate on it, you'll find out what it is. So I'll give you an example of that. The other day, I did my taxes. And it was like interesting that after I did my taxes, usually I feel really good, like I got it done and all that stuff, right? And yes, I had to pay because I am an abundant psychic, so I had to pay, but something wasn't landing right. Like it felt like something wasn't done. And I even lost a couple nights sleep over it. I'm like, what's going on with my taxes? So I actually took a walk outside. It wasn't until I took a walk outside and took a moment to watch the river passing by and some ducks along the way that all of a sudden I got this feeling of elation about, you need to call your tax person and find out about this. Instead of swirling around and mentally trying to figure it out in my head and driving myself crazy like we do sometimes, we all do that. I just listened and I heard. So I said, okay, I'm gonna walk home and I'm gonna call the tax person. I called and they said, you need to print it out. And when I printed it out, it said exactly the steps that I needed to do to finish everything. Because it was a little bit different this year because I had to make a bigger payment. So it was really interesting. I knew that something was wrong, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And it kind of put me off balance for a while. But then when I got still, I got the answer. Call the tax person instead of trying to figure this out. And then I got my answer. It was right there in black and white out of the printed copy. I was like, thank you so much for letting me know that. I knew that there was something that I missed, which in the previous years, I've been doing the same taxes and using the same program for over 7 years. It's just like I did it and it was done. I didn't need to print it out, but this time I did because I got the instructions. So that's what an inner conflict is. It's like, listen to your intuition, become still enough to know why you're in that imbalance, okay? So, and then it's usually about, there's going to be change and you're going to be on the right path in April. Know that it always ends up with the right path. This is spiritual dominion card. It's the Ace of Wands. It means that you're spiritually on the right path. So we are going to end up the month with being spiritually on the right path, and you will know it and you will feel it. So it's good. So month of April, lots of change and it's good. We're coming into spring and summer. So enjoy it. Thank you. Psychic Rick Finbow. Visit my website, psychicrick.com. Sign up for our workshops. We have a lot of workshops and other things on the website already. Thank you very much. Have a great month of April.